we race. Fabulous start from the outside from James Agozzi. Holds the high line, has a good run down into turn 2, tries to take the lead away from David Walter, who's got the kart in the middle of the circuit. The green machines go 2, 3, 4, and 5. The Tony Kart Racing team on attack here as we lose one of the Kart Republics backwards into the grass. It's Shimo Jiang. The Chinese driver is out 300 meters after the start of the final. David Walter's got the race lead as they go down the back straight. Agozzi in third place. Yannick Shirosky wants this badly. The pole on the outside of the Dane. David Walter holds him off just for the moment. The opening stages of lap 1, the final, the OK final, round 3 of the WSK Supermaster Series. David quickly looks over his shoulder and there's nothing but a sea of green mixed in with them. Here's the BNL champion of the Belgian, Thomas Stralvan. Shirosky, then it's Agozzi, Thomas and Luigi Coluccio in P5, but David has still got the race lead. Agozzi down the inside, Stralvan on the outside, Luigi Coluccio up into P4. Remember the storming drive at Lonato from the Italian, who came from grid 26 to finish P5. Doesn't need to do that. He started on grid 5 and he's already up into position 4. Can Coluccio win it? Agozzi, the championship leader, his teammate just in front. The green machines, 2, 3, and 4. David Walter also driving a Tony Kart powered by a 1-engine's Vortex. The different team, Koski Motorsport, ahead of the factory entries. Shirosky, Agozzi, and Coluccio. Although the latter may change right now. Coluccio up the inside. Luigi up into P3. Thomas over the ripple strip. Wow, the Belgian was lucky to get away with that. Did not want to lift. Just held his breath, gripped the steering wheel, got airborne at 100. I'll tell you exactly, 134 k's an hour for Thomas. Incredibly held onto it. Thomas Stralvan for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, P5. Agozzi, the championship leader, the Lonato race winner in P4. Coluccio, P3. Honing in on the back of his teammate Yannick Shirosky. David Walter under all sorts of pressure in the opening stages of the OK final here this afternoon. Further back in the pack, you see Maxence Verbruge, the reigning world champion Matthias Motogato, who set the fastest lap of the race at 55.270, holding off Maciej Guadic and the new Birilat recruit Joel Bergström. Here comes the energy karts. Molnar and Stoltemanis. They're on the charge. We know those karts will come on later on in the race. Molnar 7, Stoltemanis 8, Lammers in position 5. The first non-OTK kart is that of René Lammers, the 3-time WSK champion in the Paralympic Motorsport kart. Up onto 2 wheels, down through turn 5, over the ripple strip. Walter does likewise, accelerates down the back straight. Lap 4 is 17. Coluccio has caught up to the back of his teammate Yannick Shirosky. As it stands, still a long way to go though. David Walter has got the lead in the virtual championship, 222 points to Agozzi on 209. Here's Coluccio up the inside. Luigi picks off his teammate, another teammate, the Italian P2. The pole back to P3. Yannick Shirosky knows what it's all about to finish P3 here at Sarno. Does not want to do it again. Now he's got his American teammate behind him. David Walter looking for his 3rd victory of 2023. He's got 0.52 of a second. Over Coluccio, over Shirosky, over Agozzi. There's René Lammers, the Dutchman ahead of the Belgian. And then the 2 energies are Stoltemanis and Martin Molnar. An incident at the end of turn 1 has unfortunately claimed Zoe Florescu-Potalea. She is out. A local yellow flag only. Zoe Florescu-Potalea had a pretty competitive run this weekend. Part of the FIA Girls on Track program, racing for the Tony Kart Racing team, but she's retired. Walks off to the infield. That's bad luck for Zoe. We'll see her back for Cremona and the championship final on the 30th of April. Olivieri down in 12th place with a 53.970. in the 222 Formula K. He's in traffic, but he is the fastest driver on the circuit. There is the Italian. Outside the top 10 at the moment, behind Wisniewski, Pavan, Jimmy Helias. Unlikely the Frenchman will make the podium here this afternoon as René Lammers slips down the outside, the inside. He's now a step off it. Walter, superb. Look at the Koski Motorsport set up Tony Kart. Absolutely brilliant. Into the final corner. There's Thomas Strolvan, who makes a move up the inside. Nicely done by Thomas. And the Dutch-speaking drivers from the Netherlands and Belgium, respectively, both move up a position. René, P4. Thomas, P5. Sharovsky's back to 8. Still Olivieri, the fastest driver on the circuit. Now in P11, behind yet another factory Tony Kart, that of the Italian Sebastian Pavan. Half a second between Coluccio in P2 on your screen and the race leader Walter, who smashes over the ripple strip. Down the old back straight into the old turn 2. Good sector this time from James Zagotzi. The driver from Florida in the United States of America, his home state, hosting the IndyCar season opener this weekend. As you look at the first of the World Racing Tony Karts, Jimmy Helias, surely he can't do it again. He's now picked off Sharovsky. He's finished on the podium in 3 of his 4 senior OK races. He's now up into P7. Coluccio on the back of David Walter. Coluccio with a 53.943. He took 0.2 of a second out of the Great Dane last time round. Over the ripple strip goes David. There's the energy card going through of the WSK Open Cup champion, the Latvian Thomas Stoltemanis. Coluccio is lining up David Walter. Just reminding you again at Lonato from grid 26, Luigi came storming home to finish in position 5. He started P5 this afternoon and he's just centimetres away from taking the race lead. Too far back this time into the final corner. He's still got time, gets the slipstream. They come across the line down into turn 1, 136 k's an hour. For Coluccio down into turn 2. Not this time for Luigi. Walter holds him off. James Zagotzi's coming. As is René Lammers. Over the ripple strip. Luigi's got the kart working beautifully. David Walter, watch him smash the ripple strip right there. Down the back straight again. He gives the all-critical slipstream to the Italian in the factory Tony Kart. Signals. Let's pull away. I don't think Luigi wants to play that game. He's got his teammate behind, if necessary, to help. Then it's René Lammers in the parallel cut. Here's an opportunity. David closes the door. James is right there. Round 3 of the WSK Supermaster Series. The Great Dane in position 1. Still holds off Luigi. James, the American, in P3. And René Lammers, the Paralympians coming on strong. Then it's Stoltemanis, Strolvan, Jimmy Helias, Sebastiano Pavan. Coluccio down the inside. Can't do it. David closes the door on Luigi. James is there in P3. And René has caught them. OTK, Tony Kart, first, second and third. But René Lammers in the parallel is menacing. The GFR-tuned TM engine in position 4. Has it got some horsepower? Around the outside goes René Lammers. Up the inside goes Coluccio. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Luigi goes through. James follows him through. David Walter. 3 victories for 2023, not at this rate. He's off the podium. From first to second to third to fourth. He's back to position 5. It's all gone wrong for David Walter. He was the championship leader. That'll update as we come across the line. As it stands, James Zagotzi takes the championship lead. Coluccio in position 1. Zagotzi. It's a Tony Kart 1 and 2. René Lammers, he's now on the podium. Stoltemanis, Strolvan, Jimmy Helias. Surely not for Jimmy. He has stood on the podium in 3 of his 4 WSK races in OK, including right here at Sano at the end of 2022 in the WSK Final Cup. Voilà, Jimmy Le Fantastique. 6e place maintenant. He's already up into P6. There's Rene Lamas on the back of the American. He'll go down the inside of the American, who closes the door. And all the while, Luigi pulls away. Stoltemanis a step off the podium. The Tony Karts were dominating the final. They're still 1 and 2. But the Paralin and the Energy Kart of Stoltemanis are coming. James goes defensive. Luigi skips away 0.6 of a second over the battle for second place. Walter drags himself into this, desperate for some points. Agozzi would take the lead into the championship final at Cremona on the 30th of April if he can hold on to second place. Into the old hairpin. There's Stralvan on the outside of Jimmy Helias, who runs out of road. David Walters back into it. This is getting messy here at Sano. The final of the OK category. We'll check the gap next time. It was 0.57 of a second. I promise you it will be near on double that. Rene Lamas. Jan met die banaan. Go with the banana for the Dutch boy. He's on the outside. They're 3 wide. Stoltemanis takes the both of them. What a move by the Latvian. Lamas was briefly into P2 with a super move. Stoltemanis lined up both Rene and James. Thomas into second place. The gap between Coluccio and now second place, it was 0.57, remember, 1.5 seconds. Luigi's gone. Looks over his shoulder, not back to his teammate, but to the Latvian Thomas Stoltemanis. The GFR Tune TM engine on Stoltemanis, the same power plant, the same tuner for Rene Lamas in P4, and the factory Vortexes in first and third. Stralvan, the one engine's Vortex on the Ricky Flynn Motorsport Lando Norris kart, and Jimmy Helias. Ward Racing in the Tony Kart makes his way up. Jimmy is in position 5, both a stunning drive. Another podium, it's possible here today. He's on the back of Rene Lamas already. Agozzi over the back of Stoltemanis. Rene Lamas is quick, remember. He's the quickest driver on the circuit. As Stoltemanis airborne over the ripple strip as they drive down the back straight. Watch Jimmy in P5. Rene Lamas knows he's there. He looks behind. Lamas the outside. James down the inside. Rene on the outside. Jimmy goes through as well. Lamas up into P2. Stoltemanis is in trouble. Walter still sits there in P7. Lamas in second place. Agozzi in third. Jimmy has been passed by Stoltemanis and now Thomas Stralvan. The gap, 1.5 seconds. 1.9. Luigi on his way to victory. This is lap 15 of 17. The Italian from the Dutchman and the American, James Agozzi, who will take the championship lead into Cremona if he can hold on to third place on the back of Lamas. As it stands, James Agozzi 219 points, Walter 172, even though he's fallen back to 6th place. Lamas 167 points, and Coluccio, the race leader, inevitably he will be the race winner. He's on 125 points in 4th place. Lamas superb in the Paralin, rides the bumps beautifully here at Sano. 2 laps to go for Luigi Coluccio. Helias fighting with David Walter. David's gone back through to 6th place. The dream of yet another podium for Jimmy Helias, unlikely to eventuate here on this, the penultimate lap. Round 3 of the WSK Supermaster Series final at Sano. A 53.789 for Rene Lamas, the fastest driver on the circuit. Looks over his shoulder, he's got enough of a break. Back to James Agozzi. The driver from Florida in the United States of America. His home state hosting the IndyCar season series opener this weekend, which includes former WSK drivers Marcus Armstrong, Christian Lundgaard, Callum Eilert, Alex Palau, and Marcus Ericsson, among others. James is racing here with us at Sano. He's in 3rd place. Stralvan and Thomas Stoltemanis go wheel to wheel as they start the last lap of the race. 1.2 seconds. Luigi is controlling the pace. the Tony Kart Racing Team first and third. It won't be a clean sweep. It won't be a trifecta, but it will be a crushing victory for the Tony Kart Racing Team. Only split by the Dutchman of Renault Lamas, who's been brilliant here this afternoon. Luigi looks over his shoulder, under brakes into the hairpin at the end of the old back straight. Accelerates through turns at 10, 11, 12. And then the never-ending left-hander over the bumps. Round 3 of the WSK Supermasters Series. The green team back on top. The checkered flag is about to wave. Victory here at Sano goes to Luigi Coluccio. Takes victory for the Tony Kart Racing Team. Lamas second place, and James Zagozzi with P3. He's the championship leader going into Cremona, the series final on the 30th of April. Coluccio wins.